He just sent a serious message to the league as this player's comeback to a good form might have massive implications for the rest of the year. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest. Today we have another positive video, 3 straight wins. Let's talk about it. Before we get into it though, please subscribe. As always, got some more fun recaps for you. Today, my boy Jackson Merrill had a statement to make, and it's that he still got it. Dang, that was fun to watch. That was so much fun to watch. Let's get into our first thingy real quick. Final Padres 5, Phillies 4. All of the Padres high leverage guys were toast, and the Phillies were starting Zach Wheeler. But baseball being baseball, Jackson Merrill, who was homerless since May, took Wheeler deep twice, and Jeremiah Estrada gutted out the 9th for the save. Such a big win for so many different reasons, with so many different players coming up huge. This is honestly, might be, that I can think of right now, a top 3 victory for the year. I know it's mid-July, I know we're not in the playoffs or anything like that, but this felt like a playoff game, low-key. Just by the amount of sheer importance this game had. Not just because it was this is a live or die situation. No, it was just these moments that came together for this victory was just great to watch, I guess. You know me and trying to explain things. Merrill making an adjustment to the high fastball is bringing a tear to my eye. So yes, let me show you the box score real quickly. So obviously Jackson Merrill, 2 hits, both of them were home runs with 3 RBIs and a strikeout, but that's fine, right? It's overshadowed by the fact that he had 2 strikeouts. But like the tweet was saying, I did bring up both home run hits. So the first one was middle, right? So obviously you're going to do damage against that. That's a massive mistake. But the second one was up in the zone where Jackson Merrill usually swings at. But this one was in a weird zone for Merrill where it was low-key perfect for him because it's out of the strike zone, which he likes, and it's not so high that it's impossible for him to hit. So this is going to make pitchers realize that they can't throw it high unless it's at a very specific point, which I guess you could say for obviously every single kind of hitter and every single kind of pitch location. But Jackson Merrill being able to recognize that that's where that pitch is going to be and be able to get his bat to it is great for not just him, but for the entire season, because we need Jackson Merrill to be back and we need Jackson Merrill to slug. But I just wanted to shout that out. That is such an amazing thing for him. Another really cool stat I wanted to show you. Hello, Jackson Merrill and Gavin Sheets. Jackson Merrill joined Buster Posey 2021 and Cody Bellinger 2017 as the only players with a multi-homer game against Zach Wheeler. And like we said, Zach Wheeler low-key might be a Cy Young Award winner if it wasn't for people like Paul Skeens and them like that. But Zach Wheeler had a 2.36 ERA, or I guess now he does, but it was lower before going in today. And then we were able to get 2 home runs off him, off of obviously Jackson Merrill, but 4 earned runs. A lot of small ball today, which was fantastic to watch. And against Zach Wheeler. And not just Zach Wheeler, but 2 yesterday, Ranger Suarez, who's also one of the best pitchers in the league right now. So, offense. A positive offense video. I like how they just don't have a picture for David Morgan for ESPN. That's why ESPN is losing their baseball rights. How do you not have a picture of David Morgan? That offended me for him. But yeah, I mean, a really good offensive day. And like I've said a billion times before, if Maldonado ever has a positive offensive output for a day, usually that means we're going to win. And I mean, even Trenton Brooks had a hit today. And I like seeing Trenton Brooks get at-bats because I want him to do good. I wish we could do the same for Campusano, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, a lot of good games from a couple of people. I don't think that made sense. A good game from a couple of people. English is hard. Like we said, Tatis did have a okay game. I mean, he did strike out twice, but obviously the hit, Arraez of a hit. Machado with the RBI, with that clutch RBI, not RBI. RBI, but the pop out. Actually, now that I think about it, Jackson Merrill almost had 3 home runs today because his last at-bat went right to the warning track. Could have been a 3-home run game from Jackson Merrill. But yeah, just a solid overall performances from a bunch of solid overall players. And that's all we need. Genuinely all we need is solid performances all around from solid players. So yeah, I wanted to give that huge shout out to Jackson Merrill. But like we said also, first home run since May. I, of course, brought that for you because why wouldn't I? So this are his monthly splits, and from May and now July, his game log. So what I want to show you, of course, look at his home runs for starters. I mean, July, this is outdated obviously, but now he has 2 home runs in July. But no home runs at all in June, and then 2 in May. His last one in May is highlighted, of course. That was against the Marlins, May 27th. We had to wait until the 12th for his next home run, and he got 2 of them, right? But obviously, you can see him struggling over time. I mean, look at his average on the monthly splits. It goes down, 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 and in July, it was at 86, but now it's at a 264. So obviously much better than what it was before. But he has been slowly declining, but recently he has also been slowly improving. Like we said that game a couple days ago where he had 3 walks against the Diamondbacks. That means he's slowly figuring it out. Right? And I mean, strikeouts have always been kind of a problem for him today. I mean, you can see the strikeouts 2, 5, 18, 22, 11. Like, he's been striking out, right? And his walks have also slowly increased. I know July's lower, but we're like, what, halfway through July almost? So his trajectory is slowly going upward. Slowly, right? Obviously, I don't think I can make the claim 100% that Jackson Merrill is back. But I can say he is taking the correct steps forward in order to be back, to make that claim. And we've probably established that he's a second half performer, right? And we're kind of basically in the second half already. Obviously, the more widely accepted second half is past the All-Star break, but we're already past the halfway point of the season. So maybe that's when Jackson Merrill will pick things back up. But today was such a great step forward for him. Another great step forward, though, I want to mention real quick. Yu Darvish. I know it wasn't the sexiest game from Yu Darvish, but for him, he looked pretty well, or he looked pretty good for a majority of the time, but then kind of fell apart in the 5th. But, I mean, the 2 earned runs, or the 2 runs against him in the 2nd, fine, right? We came back, we answered. That's what you want a team to do, support your starting pitcher. But in the 5th, things kind of fell off a little bit. But for a time being, he didn't look bad for his 2nd start off the IL. But Mike Shildt let a not yet fully built up Yu Darvish face the top of the Phillies lineup a 3rd time through, and Darvish nearly escaped, but Edmundo Sosa's 2-out, 2-run single put the Padres on top 4-3. Darvish gives away to a bullpen that's likely without several key arms. So yeah, it wasn't like the most amazing start we've ever seen, but the fact that he did pretty A-okay against the Phillies of all teams, it's a good start. It's a good sign, honestly, and we're happy to have him back. But I also want to show you this. This is going to be leading into our bullpen as well. Padres' last 10 wins came off either a save or a walk-off. Basically, they've needed their high-leverage relievers a lot. Sure enough, with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 8th, Jeremiah Estrada is limbering up, and we obviously saw him get the save. I'll talk about that in just a second, but let's get back into the pitching real quick. Hello, Jackson Merrill, wrong button. But, I mean, I think the other surprising part is our low-key guys who aren't our 4 horsemen actually did pretty well. I mean, Brian Hoeing got out of that jam for Darvish, allowed out the hit, that's fine. Wandy Peralta, who we're usually really fearful of when he plays any clutch situations, but it turned out okay. David Morgan as well, part of my little 3. Yuki Matsui. Only let him go 1 batter. I'm okay with that, honestly. If Jeremiah Estrada said he was ready to pitch and save, let him do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then I kind of teased that picture, but we did see Ryan Berger get called down for Alec Jacob. But I know I know we're not big fans of Alec Jacob right now, but his last 4 outings in AAA have looked really good. The walks and the command were his downfall this season. I wonder if they worked on his sweeper versus righties. I still believe in him. I still believe in him too, right? We've seen him be good. Like, it's not like he's never been good. We've seen him be good. I mean, 0 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. So I am excited for him, to be honest. And then just last one more thing. This is something a little thread I saw on Reddit, but this is a playoff team. Took down the 2 best Philly pitchers on consecutive days. Now, this team has to figure out how to stay and maintain through October and November. This team with Darvish fully recovered and King coming back should make a serious run. Or could make a serious run. Same thing. Right? But yeah, this was definitely the best team win we've seen in a while, where we're either not carried by pitching or we're not carried by offense. Everyone picked each other up today, and that's the best thing we could have had for today. But yeah, let me know how you guys thought about today's win. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you like Darvish pitched good? Do you think he pitched bad? Are you sick of him? How do you feel about Merrill? Do you think he's back? Do you think he's not? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe as always, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.